Hey buddy, it's Victor. It's time to run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Monday, Mosh Pit. I hope your weekends were awesome. Not gonna lie, I recorded this right after, well, about a day after yesterday's episode here on the channel for the Random Run Day. So I don't know what the feedback was on that one yet, but hopefully you all are super excited about the app. I know I am, and I went on in detail with it yesterday, so I'm not gonna waste any time today. But if you missed the Random Run Day from yesterday for whatever reason, go check it out because we debuted something very exciting. Feature meme of the day brought to you by Prestigious Turns 268. Title thread on the Sinvicta subreddit was Sinvicta trying to buy the compass on episode 226. Whoa, 15 cents. Boy, I really want this. Gee, mister, could you please spare a dime? The best I can do is 7 cents. Yep. Yeah, if there's ever been a Rick Harrison item in Isaac, it's definitely Pageant Boy. Undervaluing everything and making sure he gets the best deal of it. So thank you very much, Prestigious Turn 268, for your continuous memes of the day submissions. They've been bangers. Tango 3, Delta Yankee, Delta Lima, Mike Delta. That's a lot of deltas. We've got Husky's haircut, and the pinking shears. Tears rate's not that bad, I guess. 2.43 is below average, but it's not the worst we've seen, especially this week. 3.34 damage is also lower, but not bad. Very mid. Our movement speed is fine. Shot speed's very, very bad. So, yeah, not a great start. It does encourage me that we have pay to win, though, which is a trinket that's going to allow us to get a guaranteed reroll pedestal every single time we go into an item room. And of course, the pinking shears are going to make bosses very easy early on. And then we also have flying built in, which is nice. That's the Lucky Rock there. Now, the Lucky Rock was one of those trinkets that somebody had said had accused me of just skipping over whenever there's nothing else available, and that's not true at all. Lucky Rock is a very warm buddy. Lucky Rock is a very, very good trinket. Full stop. It's a very good trinket. There are times when I don't need it as much as other trinkets, though. In this case right now, we have no bombs, we have no way of destroying rocks or anything like that, so there's no real reason to keep holding it, despite us having the pay-to-win trinket. And obviously it doesn't work on the first floor, even though you would think that it did, but it just doesn't work like that in Isaac. Come on. What game do you think you're talking about? A game that makes sense? But yeah, so it's not a slight against Lucky Rock here. In this situation, it's just that we have no real way to blow up any rocks or utilize it at all. And I know that I'm not going to leave this floor without pay to win, because having a reroll pedestal in your item rooms is immensely better than having a slight chance to get a coin every time you destroy a rock. Get old Dookie. Old Dookie. There we go. Now goes old Dookie, and we do get ourselves a Jesus Juice upgrade, so it's going to help out our range and damage a little bit. Yeah, and there's nothing else that we can buy in here, so we didn't get into the secret room. The secret room is going to be to the left of the curse room. The super secret room's here, but again, we have no bombs, no keys, no nothing, so... Going to last week's question of the episode, coming in from Nemo Ivanov. This is coming from the Tainted Keeper's Birthright episode, where we led last week off with a Tainted Keeper greed run, because it was a fun way to do it. And Nemo Ivanov said, question of the episode: what do you like more, flies or spiders? Now, without context, I'm not sure what Nemo is actually asking in terms of, are we talking about in real life, or are we talking about in Isaac life? In real life, I'm going to begrudgingly say spiders, only because spiders tend to, if they don't make their presence known most of the time, whereas a fly is annoying and will just go wherever the heck they think they can go, and they're useless. You know, at least spiders remove mosquitoes and other bugs, whereas flies don't do anything. So I got to go with spiders IRL. Now, in game, it's hard for me to say spiders because they don't have the range of motion that flies do. Even though spiders deal more damage, in comparison to your base damage multipliers. Flies are more of a surefire damage damage dealer. Really wish I wish we had Lucky Rock right now. I could try to blindly look for the crawl space in there, but we know that the super secret room's to the right of here, thanks to Apollo. We can hear him howling over there. So I'm going to opt for the super secret room because we might be able to get some money in there. We also might be able to get more bombs or a soul heart or a guppy item. That's perfectly fine too. You know what? I am going to use Guppy's Paw here. Takes away our only red heart container, but in my opinion, it's definitely worth it. This is also worth it for us to use the pinking shears in here. Okay, game. Real happy for you. Real happy for you. Give us a freaking matchbook and then spawn not one but 2 troll bombs on us. One of them a mega. Okay. Anyway. See if we can get the crawl space in here. Hey, I was right. And we come away with Bird's Eye, which is great. That's way better than the Parasite, that's for sure. What's our luck rate? 1.67. Yeah, so it should proc fairly well. We are not going to have a full charge for the boss, but with Bird's Eye, it's not going to be that big of a deal. Still mad about that soul heart that we lost. And Blue Larry Jr. should give it right back to us. Hoping Bird's Eye is going to proc a little bit more than that. Of course, our tears rate is not phenomenal, so that's also kind of affecting our proc rate, but comes down to our luck. We do get our HP container back, as well as a soul heart, so we're back to square zero here. And Heartbreak is heart bad. It does give us a damage upgrade, and it does prevent death, but I just don't like the broken heart containers. It's not reliable enough for us to get a confessional booth, so I'm going to fade it here. No keys. I'm not going to get baited into the curse room. Keys have been kind of a bummer on this run so far, I got to say. How in the world is it still alive? Good lord. All right, so we got a key, so we can open up the golden chest if we really, really, really wanted to. But we can only open one of them, and it's also our only key, so I'm not sure if it's going to be worth it or not. It's a gamble at the end of the day. We got a High Priestess card here. We can use the pinking shears to save the bomb. May or may not have been worth it, I don't know. Got a second bomb here, so we can use that second bomb to try to find the secret room. According to Apollo, it's down there, but there's also a tinted rock here, too. How in the world did a bomb placed here not hit this? Maggie's Faith. I'm going to take Maggie's Faith. And we get Pyromaniac, brother. Okay. That was definitely worth it. I still can't believe we had to use an extra bomb to get through there, but that's what it is. Bomb the Rotten Beggar here. And yeah, we'll take the Rotten Heart. Gonna give us a fly every room. Maggie's Faith, I'm valuing it more than Pay to Win right now. We haven't really been able to maintain a large amount of money. And on top of that, we need the Red Heart HP. So getting a couple of HP upgrades here is worth more than getting the than pay to win, I think. That it's also helped that all the items we've been getting pretty much from the item rooms have been all good so far, except for maybe Dogtooth. Only reason why I took Dogtooth is because we needed a little bit of movement speed and a little bit of damage. So, and Dogtooth is nice if you have a guess of whether or not a secret room is actually where it's supposed to be or not. It can confirm that for you. So it's okay. Not the greatest, but it's okay. Nice job by Warm Buddy. Warm Buddy always solid. You can always count on him. Let's see if we can get a little bit of extra money here. If we can get to 15 cents, I'll double back and go into the item shop as we get a random soul heart, and I'll definitely take that. Warm Buddy slowed down that shot, which messed up the angle there that we could dodge at safely, unfortunately. Basically bought enough time for that skitterer to have a delayed shot, and instead of it firing off immediately like it should have, it was, well, delayed. So not saying it's Warm Buddy's fault. I'm just saying that it's definitely Warm Buddy's fault. Let's go all the way back here. 16 cents. We're making decent time on Boss Rush right now. And let's see if we can get something out of the shop here. Ooh, wow. This is tough here because now this puts into question whether or not it's worth it for us to keep Maggie's faith. I don't know, man. This is explosive diarrhea. That's really tough because pay to win is going to have 2 item pedestals to re-roll through, and that may be what sends it over the edge for me here. Yeah, that's tough. We also get pH Dizzle, of course, which is fantastic for us. Going to make all pills neutral or positive, but more importantly, also identify all pills. And wait for Frail to transform, and then we're going to use the High Priestess card on him. We'll go back and get our Emperor card. Yep, we get Cat of Nine Tails and an Angel Deal. Well, we got our HP that we wanted from Maggie's Faith, so now no question whatsoever. Let's go back and get our Emperor card. Don't want to miss that. Be nice if there was a... you know what? We could play the Sack Room Shuffle. We do have a lot of Soul Hearts. And there's a significant amount of Red Hearts on the ground currently. Thanks to the additional Eternal Hearts we just got from the Angel Deal there. It might be worth the play. That would also give us money to play with pay to win. Yeah, you see how long those tiers were in the air for because Warm Buddy was slowing down the greed head? That's the thing I'm talking about. There's one downside to Warm Buddy, but Warm Buddy's still an uber Chad. And I think I am going to do this here. Money becomes way more valuable now because of pay to win, plus having options. We're just not going to get anything, game. Is this what you're telling me? I was a Pyromaniac, so I don't have to worry about. We can heal off of bombs if we need to. Here we go. Get 30 cents. So at the end of the day, it was kind of worth it, I guess. Maybe. I'm almost tempted to go into... Now we're spending a lot of time here. Almost tempted to go into the mob trap room. Those 2 golden chests. Yeah, we can't get to that. But we've gone from having a good amount of time in between for boss rush to having no time now. So that's okay. We'll keep the HP. We'll keep our keys because we're going to need them on the next floor anyway. Let's get back to full health here. So overall, good floor. We got ourselves a good damage upgrade with Cat of Nine Tails. We got pH Dizzle, and yeah, we're looking solid. It's a good way to start off the week so far. But we're definitely not dominant here. 2.43 tiers is still bad and quite low now. Again, not the worst for a starting stat, but we are well beyond starting now. So we really, really, really need to hope we get a solid tiers upgrade. Otherwise, we're going to be in a world of pain here later on. Now, of course, that's a little bit mitigated by the fact that we have Bird's Eye. We're tired of losing my charge to those. Birdseye does have one downside. Of course, it's going up against Claudius. Because for whatever reason, lighting him on fire makes him stronger. Forever, okay. And we get a, ooh, health up. That is a double health up there from the horse pill. Of course, it would be bad gas. The one time I'm like, oh, I'm going to heal myself. We can never have anything nice, Isaac. That's just the theme of everything. Just remember in Isaac, you can never have anything nice. The game will not allow it. Okay, so we're going to double our money here with the 2 of diamonds. Yeah. We're definitely going to be taking the wafer here. Essentially doubles our HP. Long-term survivability. And look at this. We're going to get ourselves another couple of luck upgrades here, which is going to help us out with the proc rate of Birdseye. 60 cents. Let's go back and try to find the shop real quick here. We can use the explosive diarrhea pill against the boss. More buddy doing the Lord's work. I appreciate that. Not saying I'm the Lord, of course, but I'm not the Lord. I'm definitely a Lord. Options is good too, man. I do like options. I've come full circle on options. So that's going to give us an additional drop whenever a consumable is dropped. Then we can figure out which we have the choice between the two. As soon as he splits, I'm going to drop the explosive diarrhea. And we took out one of them with it. Healed up. Got another one. We get our second Guppy item here in Guppy's tail. As if we didn't have enough key problems already. Then I'm going to come back over here and grab the Emperor card. And we're going to skedaddle on out here. Still, it's possible to make boss rush, but we got to move. We got to book it. Sorry about that. I have to currently releasing an Uma Musume video. And I talked about it in that video on Saturday, where I love Uma Musume. It's a game I'm still playing every single day. I don't know if it's going to take off with the algorithm though. At this point, it doesn't seem like it is. We've had people going over and liking those videos and leaving some comments. Obviously, again, anything non-Isaac is going to suffer on my channel, which is that's just the curse of the one game channel. But that's not going to stop me from trying. But that game in particular, though, most of it is now relegated to me trying to keep the episodes under 30 minutes long. That way, they're tolerable, but people can also learn. For those of you playing the game, but also trying to make it appeal to people who like roguelites. It's sort of like the final boss mission. So you've got this whole montage of me training up Uma and getting just getting lots of good stats and showing people my deck and everything. I'm getting these clown physics, dude, are out of control in this episode. Hoping that the fact that we have options is going to help us out with our key spawn, since obviously we took Guppy's tail. So Guppy's tail is always a bit of a risk. And it's just one of those items that, it's like, why can't we just have good items? Why does every item have to have some kind of weird little downside to it? No. But then Isaac wouldn't be Isaac, I guess. That's how they want the game to be, and that's the game they got. having good meetings with Zombolis and discussing things. I want everybody to know I'm out there fighting the good fight for you. All right, I'm out there trying to fight for the players, trying to make sure that we get a fair shake in the Isaac world. Zombolis and I definitely differ in a lot of philosophies when it comes to Isaac. We're two just opposite players. I mean, he's the more, I would say, atypical Isaac player. Take pills, have fun, take risks, that kind of stuff. And obviously I'm me. So, but it provides what's nice about that dynamic though is that it provides him with a different perspective on things that he normally would not have really even considered. And I think that's also healthy for the game, is to have a voice of someone who doesn't play like the developers, to give a flip side of the story, like a B side, you know. So I want everybody to know, those of you who are fans of my playstyle and just fans of Isaac in general, I want you to know I'm fighting for you. It may or may not be a fight that we win all the time, but I'm fighting. Finally go up here into the item room. We are not going to make boss rush, obviously, at this point. Ooh. I think Sharp Straw wins out here over Picking Shears. Even though our base damage is not phenomenal, it still does AoE damage and it gives us some HP to regen. Spelunker Helm. Yeah, Spelunker Helm was the play there. All right, so we say thank you to the Pinking Shears, but we've got Sharp Straw now, and Sharp Straw is going to be just flat out better. And I think I'm honestly going to take Crystal Key as well. We've kind of run out of room here for the reroll pedestals. I mean, we get one more floor with it, but having the Crystal Key, if it does proc with red doors, could be very useful. And we're going to be getting a orbital here as well. I think everyone knows how I feel about that. There's a tinted rock right there. Hopefully War does us a solid and just blows it up for us. Come on, buddy. Kind of missed the ball there. Another angel deal and another round of HP. Yep. Oh, those angel deals. You need HP, it's got you covered. You need an item, well, I wouldn't count on it. I will unapologetically take Tech X here. Sticky nickel right there. Remember, we're getting double payout thanks to us having PH Dizzle. About time. D1 Hizzle, I'm not worried about taking that necessarily. I don't really want to re-roll this run. Lots of money here from PhD. I do want to see what's behind the D100 though. Yeah, you know what? I don't even care that much anymore, game. Congrats. I hope you enjoy your D100. Essentially, technically, we have unlimited HP here, which in turn means that we have unlimited money. You can see we're just kind of... I mean, why not, right? We're not going to make boss rush. I got to say, this is the first time I've ever tried this before, and it's honestly quite nice. Yeah. Game thinks it's trying to hurt you. It's like, hey, hey, have a troll bomb. And you're like, ha, 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 you gave us Pyromaniac, you moron. There you go. Back up to full heal, no problem. Dude, that's a good deal. Get something for nothing. That's a great deal. I'll take that deal 100% of the time. Yeah. Can't, unfortunately, we cannot get the golden chest. Guppy's tail is absolutely wrecking our key drops right now. Of course, Tech X is going to help us out, giving us the piercing shots along with the, the Tech X shot. That's the main reason why you go for it. We can actually bomb our way into the shop now. We know the shop is up there. I do kind of wish that Tech X caught on fire whenever you have a fire tier effect that procs. I think that would be pretty metal. Do a double back here and go right on into the shop, and hopefully we don't get a greed fight, right? Right? Yeah. Back-to-back greed fights. Not really giving me a whole lot of motivation to keep this run going here, game. Not gonna lie. I'm gonna bomb for the stone chest. They usually have higher quality items that drop out. We get magic 8-ball. Still no key. I was hoping we were gonna be able to load up on maybe a key or two. You know, get a good shot. Maybe even get lucky, have a reroll machine. But not gonna happen. I'm gonna take the key here. Eternal D Sizzle or Seraphim. I am going to take Seraphim. Seraphim counts towards the conjoined transformation, but not the Seraphim transformation because, you know, Isaac. Leave it to Isaac to have an item named Seraphim that shares the same name with a transformation also called Seraphim and doesn't contribute towards it. Yeah, the Uma Musume series, I would love it to become a daily staple here on the channel. And I know that there are some people who are really enjoying it, and I enjoy playing it. It's definitely a great stream game for sure. For YouTube, I don't know. It's kind of like Blueprints in a way. I do think that Uma Musume is slightly more watchable than Blueprints from a streamer's perspective. Blueprints tends to be kind of slow, and there's not a lot of differing colors to look at, and you know it's just kind of like it's Blueprints. Take the Eternal Heart here. We're just flush with HP here. At least Uma Musume has a lot of pretty colors to look at. You know, you got the races, you got the bubbly sound effects, and all that kind of good stuff. So it's a joy. Using Sharp Straw here to take out the ads if ever we need them. Or just chunk out 10% of the damage off of Mom. And, yeah, we're just going to take the Polaroid. You gotta give me something to be excited about, game. Take a tears up, finally. A little bit too too late for that with us having Tech X. Tears upgrades still definitely help with Tech X. But I would say the only real big difference that you would see from a Tears upgrade would be with Soy Milk. Soy Milk plus Tech X. Soy Milk plus anything is usually very, very good. Tech X is of no exception to that. Gosh, we got 2 keys. You okay, game? Oh, Lilith here is going to give us Bloodshot Eye. Now, of course, I mean, tier effects or tiers upgrades do help Tech X. I don't want anyone to misconstrue that. They do help it. I'm just saying that the only real noticeable difference that you would get from a tier upgrade is if you had Soy Milk. We do not. Super Secret Room should be there. And thank God we got the Curved Horn too, man, because that would have been this damage, even with Tech X, would be kind of a bummer sitting at 6. We could probably play the sack room here, but let's get through the rest of everything first. I don't like this. Options giving us some keys here, and I appreciate that. Oh, open one. Yeah, we got our keys back. There are a bunch of hearts on the ground, so I think that us taking a chance on the sack room definitely is going to be called for here. That could also get us down to Polar Invincibility. Remember, we can just heal ourselves off of explosions as well. Thanks to Pyromaniac, brother. More HP. We got another Angel Deal. Genesis! Absolutely take Genesis here. Deliver us from this evil here, Genesis. It's not that we have a bad run either. It's just that we haven't had any, I would say, crazy upgrades. Pyromaniac's good though, but it's absolutely worth using Genesis. Maybe not on this floor, but definitely to skip out on Isaac. Heal up. Don't care about Uriel. Remember, we have the wafer as well. That's something else that I kind of forgot about. Now, we could also go to the dark chest now. We do have the Polaroid, but that doesn't mean that we got to go to the can't go to the lamb. I mean, we've got the wafer. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go to the dark room instead. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop the Emperor card so we don't lose it when I use Genesis. Same thing goes for Curved Horn. We get D-Bizzle, Shovel. We're looking for just any Devil Deal items here that we can take to roll with Genesis. I'm going to leave D-Bizzle because we may need them. All right. Sigil Baphomet's great. We're going to get 3 Soul Hearts here from having the empty heart containers. Well, we only have Soul Hearts. Starting off with a good tears rate and damage upgrade. Remember, we are still Eden. I'm not going to touch the red chest because I could teleport us and screw up our Genesis. All right, here we go. Get damage upgrade there. We don't necessarily need HP here. I'm going to take the movement speed. Oh my gosh. I'm going to go quad shot. That's a tough one here. Definitely want to take Capricorn. Definitely want to take some tears upgrades here. Do not want either of those. Gradually take Fruity Plum. Definitely want eye drops, especially for a multi-shot here. This is... We cannot take Monster's Lung. I don't care about the Glowing Hourglass. Ghost Pepper's great. Loki's Horn, sure. Psyfly is good. Definitely go range for Dolly. Look at this. We get Diplopia. Diplopia could be huge if we get a Guppy item. Looking back, Bird's Eye. Treasure Map, okay. Sackhead, okay. And that's going to be 2 Guppy items that we can get here. So I will take Guppy's head. Oh, no, we are going to get Guppy because we can take everything. Diplopia was huge. Look at this. And we're going to be able to get Guppy. Oh, mama. Definitely want to take Sagittarius for piercing. Blank card might help us out. Candy Heart's pretty good. And that's it. So we don't have a lot of damage. But what we do have is Guppy. And lots of pills that I will not take. Okay. And we'll take D-Bizzle to round out our HP. Remember, we have Polar Invincibility, and we'll just use the Emperor card here. So, surprise turnaround. We've got Guppy. We don't have a lot of damage, but we've got a lot of shots. And you all thought that I was going to be skipping out early today. No, 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 no. It was a good opportunity for us to find Genesis like that. And no way I'm going to pass that up. It just makes sense, right? To go to the Dark Chest to get more W items before using Genesis. So absolutely we'll take that play. And you know we're going to do a victory lap now. Second seed, Golf Victor Juliet 4, Fazv. So we don't have to worry about Guppy's tail anymore. We get Mr. Mega. And the nice thing about us having blank card Emperor is that we can go to the boss at any time. And it's only a 4-room cooldown, which is also incredible considering how powerful it is. Let's go straight to the boss. Again, sign me up for that. I'm gonna double back and go get the and go into the curse room, and we can Emperor card out of there so we don't get charged to Soul Heart. Hey, Baby Plum. Oh gosh. Yep, that'll do it. Ooh. Our tears rate is already capped. I'm gonna take growth hormones. Oh, it gave us Spun, too. Was that? Oh, that's right. We had Speedball. The Spun's going to be huge, 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 huge for quad shot. For Sublime, of course. But look at this. Oh, man. Is this what it's like to have keys again? Forgotten. I know this is a dead end over here, but I'm just going for the Emperor charge. Because you know your boy does not take blind items. Nope. Not going to do it. Not going to do it. I said it before, I said it again, game. You burned us one too many times with that, and that's it. I refuse. Goes old Dookie. Get the box, which is getting a little tired of these angel deals here, game. Not gonna lie. Get Angelic Prism, which is a good item. I mean, technically speaking, it did also give us the Genesis roll, so it's fine, but they're going to be indignant about it. Yeah, just plowing through over everything here. Angelic Prism, by the way, is an orbital that we can fire through. It's going to refract all of our shots through it, and we get a classic orbital here, but thankfully we also have options. This is Rage going nuts. Ooh, wow. We get Lump of Coal, too. That's a huge, huge help out. Our power boost. Not going to skip the item room since we already skipped on the last floor. We can just teleport straight back with the Emperor card. Booster pack, meh. Don't think we really need it. It could give us something crazy, like a 2 of diamonds, I suppose, but hearts, 2 of spades, double our keys.
2 of spades.
Okay. Well, now we can't use the Emperor card anymore, but we can buy this full charge to help us out a little bit. See, I think Azazel's Rage should last through rooms. I think if we want to be taken, if Azazel's Rage wants to be taken seriously, I think that it persisting through rooms is an important step towards that. There we go. I'm going to use the Emperor card just to save the time to go back to the boss room. I mean, we've got enough HP here. Flip is definitely Definitely tempting. We're seeing here just how much damage our flies are doing. Despite, I mean, our damage is good. 10.05 damage is phenomenal. Especially with quad shot, especially when we've got Guppy. But it can always be better. The screw here. Again, our tears rate's already capped out, so the spread on that shot. Good lord. Further away that the tears travel, the more damage that they're going to do as well, thanks to Lump of Coal, and that does scale very, very, very beautifully. For the item room here game, we get Humbling Bundle, which is going to be great for our pickups. Not that we really need it anymore. We get the Chaos card. If I wanted to use it against Delirium or something like that, I could. Look at the shot speed. Good. That thing shot across the entire universe there. We'll take Camel Undies. Again, I'm just going to use the Emperor card to save us a little bit of time. Go back to the boss room here. Nice thing about it being on such a low cooldown is that it takes no time at all to get those charges right back. This is most likely the wrong way, but again, we have an Emperor card, so not worried about that. The rock right, meow. Good time for Azazel's Rage to proc, that's for sure. Take Quince, Lieutenant Rock here, and it's going to give us a luck upgrade and a range upgrade, courtesy of Lucky Penny and Dad's Coin. And it's going to be another Orbital. Yeah, we don't need 2 D-Bizzles. One's too many almost sometimes. Depending on his mood and depending on if he feels like being a team player or not. Now, obviously, we can't use the Emperor card to get out of... We can use it to get out of the boss trap room. And the boss rush, I mean. But we cannot get out of the mom room with it, unfortunately. So, teleporting straight to boss rush is not necessarily going to be a good idea here. You know, the Eternal Heart. HP has not been a problem on this run at all, thankfully. Got Quince, by the way. If you don't know what Quince does, it will spawn a familiar, a random familiar at that. Anytime we kill an enemy, up to 5 per room. The Halitosis, which did some work for us here, and we've got backups on backups in terms of ways to teleport to the boss now. Diplopia's in there again, but we don't need Diplopia, I don't think. Really, I'm just looking for that Fool card here, and it's not going to be there, so yeah. That's okay. I don't really care too much about Diplopia. We could double something in the boss rush, but I'm going to take the negative this time since we took the Pole the first time. Oh my gosh, wow. Sure, we'll take Epiphora here. Epiphora with quad shot is pretty brutal. Especially if eye drops proc a lot. Which was my knight name back in the medieval centuries, by the way. Used to call him Sir Prox a lot. Bizzle, I saw that one. You can't hide it behind Azazel's Rage here. You're gonna get some Invicta's Rage. That's what I thought. Pretty tough boss rush. Barely skating by here. Just imagine if we had Jacob's Ladder for this. Or better yet, Tech Zero. even Cage, point blank. Yeah, neither one of those matter. Ooh. We got a dice shard in here. Yeah, we can come back in there. It's not 20 minutes yet, so I'm going to drop all of that so we can use the dice shard because I don't want to re-roll the Emperor card. And we got a holy mantle. Okay. Oh, you love it when a plan comes together. And curse the XL. The game has had enough of us having fun. Sorry, game. I forgot. Oh, that was cute. I forgot what game we were playing. So we lose our devil deal here. You know what? I'm not going to give you the satisfaction of us going to Hush. Not going to do it, game. You screwed us right out of our devil deal there. Remember, we don't have PhD anymore. If you're wondering why I'm not taking pills, we got rid of it in the Genesis room, if you recall correctly. Go get the full charge here, and a very smooth Monday run, I've got to say. Good way to start off the week here for sure. So thank you all very much for the support. As always, I hope you had a fantastic start to your weeks here. No, I did. This is one run that I will happily take after what July has put us through towards the first half of the month. But the back half of the month has been good. We even had a new episode for once in July. I know, shocker. So thank you for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you click the like button and leave a comment down below. That's the best two ways to fully support my channel without it costing you a single penny or even a second of your time. So, and I would appreciate it. The channel appreciates it. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing. For those of you who do, as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks to patrons of mine like OWTF-LOL, Relat01, and Levi. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of tonight's episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Invicta.